Hey guys, it's Victoria, and as you can tell, I look a little different today, and that is because I just finished filming my makeup look that was inspired by Morrigan from Darkstalkers, obviously, because PinkyParadise sponsored a pair of contact lenses for me to use, so I can do this for you. The main thing of this video is going to be about the lenses before I actually show the video of me getting the makeup on for this look. Again, these lenses were sponsored for me by PinkyParadise.com, and I chose these lenses. These were the Geo Green Lenses with black rim SF-35, and they came in these little jars, as circle lenses usually do, and the base curve for these lenses is 8.6 millimeters. The little sticker was covering it. And the diameter is 14.2 millimeters. So the enlargement factor isn't huge on these lenses, but you obviously don't need it to be because the color for these contacts are damn bright. They are so opaque and they cover my eyes, as you know that, ooh, there we go, there's the bright, that these lenses have the solid color. And my eyes are a very dark brown, so it's difficult for me to find contact lenses that actually cover that color completely, and these do a brilliant job. As you can see, the black rim really makes the lime green pop in these lenses. So I was so excited to get the chance to get these lenses so I could make this video for you guys. I was so happy to be able to get this sponsorship to do this. Not only were the lenses sponsored for me to do this video, but PinkyParadise.com also gave me a coupon that you might have seen me post up before to have a little something of your own, and that is a 50% off discount code for your lens purchases from PinkyParadise.com. And the only lenses that are excluded from that type of discount are the Toric Astigmatism lenses, the Twilight series, and the Fantasy series. But all the other lenses fall under this discount code, so you can get the other lenses that you're looking for, put in the discount code that I'm about to give you, and you get 50% off of your purchase, which is great because I'm always looking for coupons and codes to use on websites so I can get a better deal. And I was just so excited, and I'll give you that code in 1 second. Just a little more about the lenses that I haven't said already, how they feel, how they fit. Although PinkyParadise sponsored these lenses for me, I'm not being paid or anything about the review for them, so this is my 100% honest feedback about these lenses, which are surprisingly very comfortable. I'm very pleased that they fit well, they're comfortable, my eyes aren't having, they're not bloodshot from putting them in, and usually, where's the light? They usually get a little irritated when I put lenses in, and they're pretty pleased with these. I'm very surprised. They feel good. They don't feel drying. I don't really see the color out of my peripheral vision, which I usually do with lenses, and I see very well out of these. I'm so surprised. I'm very happy. I'm so glad I was able to make this video for you guys, so I hope you enjoy watching me put the whole look together in a second. And here is the coupon code for you guys to use for the 50% off discount of your lenses. And that's going to be Halloween 2014 Victoria, all one word smushed together. Halloween 2014 Victoria. So I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'll see you in a second. Bye. So to get this look started, I'm going to get the hair out of my face. I'm using these hair Velcro strips that PinkyParadise.com also sent with my lenses, and these things are great because you can put your hair back and they don't leave dents. Going in with one of my favorite BB creams, and I'm just putting that all over my face, and I'm going to blend it out to make a good even coverage for the makeup to stick on really well. And this, I don't know, I really enjoy BB cream because it puts everything nice and leaves a nice finish, and it doesn't cake up like a lot of concealers do for me, so I always like using BB creams. Then I'm going to go in with a lilac shade of concealer under my eyes, because you can't really tell in the video, but I have some pretty dark bags under my eyes, so I like to put a good amount of this concealer on underneath my eyes and on my lids as well. Since I'm not going to be using an eyelid primer, I just like to pop this on over it. Now I'm going to go in with, it's a BB cream, it says, but it's not like a real BB cream, and it's lighter than my skin tone, so I like to highlight the points of my face that I want to look sharper and have the light seem like it's catching it more. So I'm putting it on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my high points of my cheekbone, Cupid's bow, and just a little bit on my chin. Going in with my favorite bronzer now, just to the hollows of my cheeks, and I'll dab a little bit in my temples just to give some extra dimension to my face, making it look a little more shallow. And then I'm going to put just a little bit more bronzer on my jawline to make my chin appear a little sharper, since Morrigan has pretty defined features. So I'm just going to go in with that and do a little bit of the shading. Next, I'm taking one of my eyeshadow palettes, and I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush. And again, since I don't have a primer, I'm just putting on a nice nude color, a nice little creamy to put on top from both on my entire eyelid and a little bit underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the same brush and take a dark plum color. And I'm just going to put that in the inner corners of my eyes to make my eyes appear a little sunken in. I don't want it to look too dead, but I do want the vampy look for it, since Morrigan is a succubus. So I go with that plum color and I put it in the inner corners. I'm also going to take that same color and I'm just going to line right beneath my eyes a little bit to make, again, some more dimension in the look. And I just really like the plum color. Now with an angled brush, I'm just taking a black and I'm going in just to the crease to cut the crease and making it a little winged out, and then I'm going to, as you can see, blend it inwards just a little bit to make the line not too sharp. And I make a few mistakes here, but I didn't have a mirror when doing this. I was just watching myself do the video, so that's the only mirror type object that I had. And then I take the same angled brush, the same black, and I go over what I did with the plum, but still leave some of that color out. I take a different brush, not too fluffy, kind of thick, and then I put it back in the plum color that I first used, and I'm going over the black that I cut the crease with just to make the lines not too harsh and blend them out a little bit. Blend, 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 poke my eye, blend, blend, blend. I take a little dab of white eyeshadow. I'm just putting it on the ends of my brow bone to make them appear a little higher. Next, I'm just taking a liquid liner as the light changes and surprises me. So I'm gonna line around my entire eye. I'm doing the tops and the bottom, and I will connect them with this liquid liner, and then I end up winging it out, so we'll let that play out. This is me trying to figure out how to line my eyes without a mirror. My phone got a message, so I ended up answering it in the middle of filming this video, so I had to stop it for a sec. So just going back to lining my eyes. I don't want to make the line too thick on my lower lids because I don't want raccoon eyes, but on the top's relatively thick, and then I end up winging it out, connecting the cat eye points to the both top and bottom of my eyelines. And then just a little bit in the tear duct area. Mascara is next, and I like to use two different mascaras because I think it adds some extra volume since there's two different formulas. So I go on with the first mascara, and I'm going to put on one pretty big coat on both my upper and my lower lashes. You can't have too many lashes. Second coat of mascara with a different brand. And then I'm going to do my final third coat with the first mascara that I used. So I'm plumping those suckers up. And making a mess in the process. Putting spit all over my face to get rid of it. Thumbs up. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows because I don't want my blue or teal wig in my dark brown eyebrows. So I'm taking a white pencil and I'm just going to put that over my eyebrows since they are so dark. And I'm going to take my spoolie and brush the white through just to make it even. So there's not huge chunks of white in there. And then just fix it up a little bit since sometimes the spoolie takes off more product than I want it to. But this is a good method. If you have dark eyebrows, you can put the white on over it and then you use a lighter color to color your eyebrows so you don't have constantly dark eyebrows with a lighter wig. I'm taking my angled brush and I'm putting it in a combo of a teal and a green type of blue color, and I'm just putting it right on top of the white eye pencil that I put on my eyebrows, so you can actually see the color is coming off quite well on my eyebrows, which are originally, as you saw, very dark. A little bit of a process, but it works. But now I successfully have some teal eyebrows with brown hair. Now I have some extra lashes because, like I said, you can't have too many lashes. And what I did was I just took one full strip of eyelashes and I cut it in half, so I'm not putting on a full strip on each eye. I'm just going to put the halved lash on the end of my eye just to give it some extra wing. And it takes a little bit to dry, so bear with me here while it's just going to be silence while I make sure the glue's tacky and pop it right on my eye. I also like to put it a little higher than my lash line just to make my eyelashes look a little thicker than they are. I want my eyeballs to look like I can just blink and take off. You like that white glue spot up there? As you can see, the drying time takes a little bit of a while, but now I'm trying to get everything situated because I have all my products on the floor. So while that dries, I'm trying to get everything ready for the next. Pop on the other half of that strip. Big eyelashes. Now I'm going in lips. As you can see, I like to pop back and forth from, face to eyes to lips. And I'm just taking a nude color and I'm putting that over my mouth, all over my lips to kind of blend it into my face. And I didn't like it too much, so I put on a little bit more right here. And then I'm trying to look for my regular skin colored concealer and I put that on the outer lines of my lips that I want blended into my skin to make my lips look a little thinner. And then I go in with a blood red, and I'm only putting that on the inside of my lips to put a nice kind of vampy blend. So the red's not over my whole lip, just on the insides. And I take a little bit of clear gloss just on the mid parts of my lips to give some nice shine, and I really like how that looks. And then I'm just going back in with the white liner that I used on my eyebrows, and I'm doing on my waterline to make my eyes pop once I put the contacts in, which I'm doing now, and I got so excited. That's the jar they came in. I'm taking them out of my contact case, and you can see how bright they are right in the case right there. So I had a little bit of trouble putting this one in, as I mentioned. It kept rolling off my finger and not wanting to stick to my eyeball, as you'll see right here. Whoop. Several tries. I don't have a mirror again for this, so I had just to lean forward and suction it onto my eyeball. Boom. And the other eye was much more cooperative with the lens, as you'll see. First try, pop it right on in. And there it goes. I love how these contact looks. Oh my god. I am so excited. Take out the hair Velcro strips, and I'm just putting a brush to my hair real quick so I can smooth it up, put it in a ponytail or a bun, and then I'm able to put my wig cap over it. So here goes that process. Wig cap. Popping that sucker on, getting all my stray hair out of the way so you don't see any of the dark brown through the wig. Which, it's the wig I used originally for my Nell cosplay from Bleach, but I don't have the wig I want to use for Morrigan just yet, so this one had to do with swoopy bangs instead of straight across, so I figured it was better than nothing. As I try to figure out how to make the bangs work on this wig. And still one thing missing, and those are, oh, as I lower my shirt, just to kind of make it like the cosplay, the bat ears. So I made these little head wings, popped them on, and now everything's finished. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the look I did with this. I had so much fun. Thank you so much, PinkyParadise, for sponsoring these lenses for me. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I love how everything came out. I love the look, and I can't wait to actually fully cosplay her. See you later.